Hello and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Purple. I'm your host, Purple. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is September 11th, 2020, and it's hard to believe that 19 years have passed since the tragic events of September 11th, 2001. And as I sit back and I think about where I was that day, I just can't help but become overwhelmed by such a feeling of sadness and loss. I remember being woken up that day and I knew right away that there was something wrong, and I put on the news. And of course I was shocked by what I was seeing. And what was even more shocking was hours later I received a call from a friend who was doing freelance work in the city, and I had no idea he was in the towers that day. And yes, he did get out safely. He described to me everything he saw, from the first tower being hit to all the people that he helped get out, and just everything he saw. And it still chokes me up just thinking about it. I know people that lost family members that day, and I'm sure plenty of you out there have lost somebody or know somebody who did. And my heart goes out to all of you. But the lessons I think we learned that day were that despite all the tragedy, that this nation was strong and that we could all band together and help each other and get through it all. And there was a lot of kindness that day, not just from the emergency responders, the police, the firefighters, not just from them, but random acts of kindness from strangers helping each other out. Giving people shoes that, had lost their shoes as they were escaping. Little acts of kindness that day. And in the weeks and months following the tragedy, there was so much kindness going on. People were seeing each other differently, and I just remember seeing people going out of their way just to be kind. And 19 years later, what has happened to that? It seems that now this country is more divided than ever. And I am not pointing any fingers, and this is not anything to do with politics. It's just the collapse in general. People are divided over every little issue these days, and it's not just here. It seems like it's all over the world. And it's sad to think that instead of things getting better 19 years later, the things around here just have gotten worse. And I was hoping that we would be better people after the events of 9/11, but it seems like it's just the opposite. So as you sit back today and remember what happened, even if you did not live in this country, I am sure you're well aware of what happened. Just remember that as a nation and as a world, together we are strong. When we are divided, we are weak. And the only way to get through everything going on in the world right now, and right now we are in crazy times, and most certainly the pandemic is a big part of that. And I've said this in earlier podcasts, and I'm going to say it again, but we need to band together and we need to practice kindness, because without kindness and without us banding together, we are never going to be able to get through everything. And now is the time to reach out to your fellow man and try to put all these differences aside. That is really what I wanted to say today, because I see it all over. I see it amongst my friends, just everyone divided, and how just so nice it would be if we could just all put together our differences and work together and make things better as the human race. So as you sit today, and loved ones you may have lost this day, just remember that we still can turn things around, and that we still need to practice kindness. And just go forward today and think about 9/11 and remember that day, and try to go forward and keep that feeling of solidarity in your mind as you reach out to fellow men. Try to put all these differences beside us, because like I said, we are nothing if we are not together as one. Thanks for listening to Conversations with Purple. I will catch you on the flip side.